Today on the Topping Show, Bud Light breaks their Twitter silence, Titanic submarine full story, Pentagon accounting error leads to the Ukraine getting an extra $6.2 billion, Facebook and Google News both leaving Canada, Ford to get a $9.2 billion loan from the U.S. government to make new EV batteries, TikTok COO steps down, Furby is back, Overhead.com wins the bid for Bed Bath & Beyond assets, and Zufu has a massive toy recall. All that and much, much more on The Topping Show. Thank you everyone for taking the time to tune in. Today's episode of Topping Show is sponsored by Topping Technologies. Topping Technologies is an IT value-added reseller services company with a special proficiency in IT security. Heck, see their founder at least twice a day. Gotta say he's quite handsome and brilliant. He's me, that's the joke. If you're an IT leader or business owner and need a little assistance, you can reach the team at sales@toppingtechnologies.com. Now, going on to the business part of the podcast, you have Ford getting a $9.2 billion loan from the government for making new EV batteries. Now, the U.S. Energy Department awarded them that loan for the construction of new 3 EV battery plants in particular, and this, according to the Bloomberg article, is, quote, by far the biggest government backing for U.S. automaker since the bailouts in the 2009 financial crisis, unquote. Now, this is partially entertaining and a little ironic because Ford was the one company that didn't take government money during the 2008 recession, in which General Motors went bankrupt and the government bailed them out. Said Chrysler go bankrupt, government gave them money, and then they were actually sold off to European assets, and now they're part of the European holding company Stellantis, which owns many brands, including Chrysler, which also includes Dodge, which includes Jeep, yada, yada, yada. Now, the reason the U.S. government thinks this is a good idea to give this company such a big loan, which many are suspicious on the terms in terms of what's the percentage of interest, or is there zero interest, probably relative to zero, and will it just be forgiven? And a fancy way of translating what a forgiven loan is to basic English means you don't have to pay it back. It's a fancy way of saying here's free money, as far as my understanding. Now, their logic is that they want to try to have the U.S. in an attempt to reduce their dependence on China, which I'm actually shocked that people in the U.S. government actually want to do that. They should. Many of us have been saying that for decades, that they should probably try to be more independent. But now it looks like they're trying to wake up to that fact. And right now, China currently has a 80% market share on global battery production for EVs, which is astonishingly high of a number. It's not a monopoly, but it's as close as you're going to see, with the exception of maybe like a Microsoft, owning an operating system for computers. Now, this is also part of Ford's long-term vision. They currently made about 132,000 EVs in 2022. Their goal is to make 2 million EVs by 2026. So it makes sense that they're going to make this investment in the big battery plants, and hopefully someday they'll figure out how to recycle them as well and make them so they're not disposable, so you don't need to throw out the card every 36, 48 months, or however long EV will last right now. Nevertheless, I'm still a fan of the long-term ROI, just buying a Toyota Corolla or a Camry that'll last, a million miles in 20 plus years, but I digress. Thank you everyone for taking the time to tune in today. Cannot thank you enough. I really appreciate it when you take the time to like, subscribe, and comment. It really helps the channel out, grow, and develop. Really trying to get to a goal of 3,000 subscribers in the next 30 days, so let's see if we can get there together. Also, don't forget to tell your family, tell your friends, tell your coworkers, heck, tell your enemies, tell anyone and everyone to stay safe and fight the good fight.